of 2015 between the Arkansas Travelers and the San Antonio Missions. Live baseball coming at you on MLB Network right after this. Cliff Carnitz, the man from the great state of Indiana, will do the pitching here for the home side here this evening. And gotta say, we are ready to go on this Friday night. Arkansas shortstop Arnold Suzuki will start this one here this evening for the top half of the first inning. And now here's the pitch. Four-seam fastball, and we are underway as that one is in there for a strike. 0-1. Time of our ball game, 7:06. Here on this one. Curveball misses outside, 1-1. Well, last night, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals wrapped up the series at San Antonio. And gotta say, 20 innings of play. And the Naturals won by a final score of 8-4. Tonight, the Naturals are at Corpus Christi, Arkansas at San Antonio. And this will be the last 3 times the neighboring teams will play these guys. Last ever 3 against Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas of 2015. Here's the pitch, 1-2. And did he go around on that four-seamer? No, he did not. That is ball 2. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the four-seam fastball, and that's the first out of the inning. And we give you your starting lineups for the away side here, and got to say we've got a pretty good list here of the starting lineups. Arnold Suzuki goes down, and next on the batting is Sergio Valentine. Johnny Combs out there in the left, and we got plenty of other guys out there this evening. Arkansas designated hitter Sergio Valentine up to the plate now. 1 away in the inning, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees for a called strike 1. So gotta say that was a pretty neat fastball right there. And that's a four-seam fastball. Now the count 1-1. Losing last night's game was Lamont Finley. And through 20 innings of baseball, kind of rough around the edges, if you know what I'm saying. Arkansas left fielder Johnny Combs up to the plate now. Travelers in their gray uniforms, red lettering, and red letters. And gotta say, black sleeves with the Arkansas crest on there. Got a pretty good home crowd here tonight as we play this last ever 3-game series. And don't forget, after this, the missions on the road for the last 7 of the year between the Frisco Rough Riders and the Corpus Christi Hooks. That's going to be line right out there in center, and Richter is under this one, and he will make the catch, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the first coming up, and we have no score. J.J. Brayman, the man from the great state of Georgia, will do the pitching here for the bottom of the home first inning. So we are ready to go. And gotta say, we are super excited and we are ready to go. Here is the San Antonio center fielder, Billy Richter. And he will lead this one this evening. beautiful sky on this Friday evening, and hope everybody is having a great night so far. Come out to the ball game, get your shout outs, and just enjoy a beautiful Friday evening as we get ready for this weekend, which currently we're underway with right now. 1-1 is the count on Billy Richter, the center fielder of the San Antonio Missions. Two-seam fastball will miss outside. Now the count 2-1. Here's the 2-1. And that's going to be chopped foul right at home plate. Now the count 2-2. Last ever 3-game series of these two ball clubs of the year of 2015. And that's going to be popped right there to second, and they will throw him out at first, 1 away. Time now for the starting lineups of the home side here tonight. And gotta say, we have a pretty good crowd here this evening. And gotta say, Billy Richter in center, Ronnie Finch the shortstop, and first Felipe Rodriguez Armas at right. Robbie Hunt, the designated hitter tonight. Roger Serrano third, Howard Ferguson in left. And we got plenty others that are on that lineup. They're doing pretty good here tonight. San Antonio looking to get a win after last night's loss against Northwest Arkansas in a 8-4 contest through the 20-inning mark. And gotta say, fans went home tired after last night's ball game. Pretty long. We were tied throughout the whole game. And gotta say, fans probably got home around about 2 o'clock this morning. And now on deck, Felipe Rodriguez. We're about 6 miles outside of downtown San Antonio. And gotta say, it was pretty fun as we played 20 against the Naturals. 3 balls, 1 strike the count, and here is the pitch, and that is well outside, ball 4. And Brayman will walk the first batter he faces. Mission's first baseman Felipe Rodriguez up to the plate now. 1 man on, 1 man out here in the bottom of the home first. Two-seam fastball, now the count 0-1. Corpus Christi Hooks versing off Northwest Arkansas tonight. And gotta say, let's see where Midland is. We'll give you that right now, as we will find out. And they'll throw him at first, and he's back in standing. And that changeup is well in the zone for a called strike 2. And now it's 1-2. So looking at the Double-A schedule. And that is a sweeping curve. And now even things up at 2-2. Midland at Tulsa. Arkansas at San Antonio, Northwest Arkansas at Corpus Christi, and Frisco at Springfield. That'll be 2 away in the inning. And gotta say, that right there gets them for the second out of the inning. And that's going to be in there. It's a two-seam fastball. Mission's right fielder Edgar Armas up to the plate now. Beautiful home crowd we have here. Friday night baseball. And if you're just tuning in, make sure that you say hello. And that's going to be line drive right there, and he's going for it. And he will be cut down at second, and that will end the inning. Only one hit in the inning, but nothing of it. Top of the second for Arkansas coming up. Arkansas first baseman Keith Ogle will start the top half of the second inning for the Arkansas Travelers here tonight. And we are underway as that will miss up top on the zone. Now the count now 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And that's going to be fouled off, and somebody is going to get that ball. Now the count now evened up at 1-1. Here's a 1-1. And that four-seam fastball is in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Don't forget tomorrow night's game at 7:05. Series finale of these two ball clubs. And gotta say, that will be going Sunday afternoon at 4. Another 1-2 from Carnets. And that's going to be line drive right there. Chasing after it is the left fielder, and he'll make the catch out there. And that'll be out number 1. Let's pause and give you your defensive lineups for the home side here tonight. And gotta say, patrolling on the mound is Cliff Carnets. He's the best guy and best ball thrower here tonight. And gotta say, he's just ready for almost anything. And we're ready for him to go here tonight. Arkansas right fielder Keith Roman up to the plate now. And that four-seam fastball will miss outside. Now the count now 1-0. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that's going to be fouled off. Now the count even things up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that's going to be lined right there. And he will make this one down. And that will come to him for the second out of the inning. Arkansas center fielder Tony Casto coming up here with 2 men away and nobody on bases here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Four-seam fastball will miss outside. Now the count now 1-0 to Casto. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that will be fouled off. Now the count even things up at 1-1. One and one. Here it is. And that's going to be line right to first. And they will get him out at first as the first baseman will step on the bag. And that will conclude the top half of the second. Bottom of inning number 2. And San Antonio coming to bat. Mission's designated hitter Robbie Hunt will start the home half of the second inning for the Missions here tonight. And we are ready to go here. Here's the pitch. Sweeping curveball. And now the count now evened at 1. Did I say evened? I mean 1-0. I'm pulling your hairs on your legs. Gotcha. 1-0. And that's going to be a line drive right there. A base hit in the center field. And that will just be a no-out single as we go back to the top of the order now.
Third baseman, Roger Serrano.
Mission's third baseman, Roger Serrano, up to the plate now with nobody out, 1 on after a base hit. Missions look to get more hits and plus runs to come in to score in just a little while. Here's the 0-1. And did he go around?
Did he go?
No swing. Appealed down to first. And no, he did not go around. So that would be a ball, 1-1. And they'll pitch out here. Nothing doing. And that is ball 2. David Freitas, tonight's Arkansas catcher. Gotta say, doing pretty good for him.
Nope.
Sweeping curve. Now the count now 3-1. On deck, Howard Ferguson for San Antonio. Pitch count now 23 so far for Arkansas pitching. Here's a 3-1. And a two-seam fastball will get things tied up. And now we're full at 3-2. 3-2. And that is ball 4, and he'll miss that one. And that's the second walk he surrendered. And now first and second now.
Howard Ferguson.
And now bring up the Missions left fielder, Howard Ferguson. Up to the plate now. Looking to get this one going here in the bottom of the second. And that two-seam fastball will miss outside. Now the count now 1-0. First and second, nobody out. Bottom of the second, no score as of this point forward. And that two-seam fastball will miss also. Now the count now 2-0. Down low and the plot thickens. 3-0. Kenny McClendon will be next. And one more ball and bases will be loaded. And that'll bring up a potential grand slam for the Missions here this evening. And if you do recall, that will be grand slam number 3 of 2015. So gotta say, hope we will see a lot of those in 2016. And a lot of fans are wondering how many grand slams will it take. And I bet it will take a lot. And that's ball 4, and now bases are loaded now. And he surrendered another walk. And that Arkansas manager's looking at his pitcher. And I think he's saying, I hope he's all right. He better get his stuff back together. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom of the second. And here is the pitch. Swing and a miss on the two-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. San Antonio Missions called up the next batter. Up there, Kenny McClendon. Now the count now 0-2 with bases loaded and nobody out. And here is the pitch. Up top, a two-seam fastball. Now the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch count now 34 so far through Arkansas pitching. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss on a two-seam fastball, and that would be the first out of the inning. Time now to give you your defensive lineups for the away team, and here it is. J.J. Brayman, the man on the mound for Arkansas, just one of the best guys in the Travelers defense. And this guy is best known for fastballs, and like no tomorrow, he could get strikeouts that way. Easy, simple as that. Here's the catcher for the Missions, Chad Taylor. And he's got a bases loaded jam, 1 away. And they're looking to get something going here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. It's going to be line right there. Here's a 3-6-4 double play, and that will get him out of a jam right there. So just a hit only, and no runs, no errors. Top of the third coming up, and no score for both sides. Arkansas catcher David Freitas will start the top half of the third inning for the Travelers. And we are ready to go here as we get you set for the top half of the third, and we're underway. As a four-seam fastball will miss outside. Now the count now 0-1. 0-1 to Freitas, and that will be in there. Now the count now 0-2. Well, I will say San Antonio's pitch record, 25 pitches so far. And gotta say, Cliff Carnett's been one heck of a fastball thrower. And pretty much he wants that W tonight after getting a no decision
Count is 1-2.
in yesterday's game against Northwest Arkansas. Here's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is, and that will get fouled off. Now that will still hold the count at 1-2. One-two, here it is. Swing and a miss on a four-seam fastball, and that's out number 1. And Carnets gets the strikeout, and he looks pretty good. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Now the count 0-1 to the Arkansas third baseman, Bob Ortiz. Ortiz, the hot corner man here in tonight's ball game. And that's going to be lined foul. And now the count now 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And that's going to be another one he strikes out. And he's on fire this evening. And that is 2 quick outs to start the top half of the third. Arkansas second baseman Jason Ramirez. 2 away in the inning, and this could be another 1-2-3 inning for Arkansas. And that's going to land, and that'll be a base hit in right center field. And they are on the hit column. And now I'll bring up Arnold Suzuki. Here's the pitch. Four-seam fastball will miss outside. Now the count now 1-0. Arkansas shortstop Suzuki striked out in the first inning. 0 for 1 here tonight for him. Here's the pitch. And that curveball will miss outside, ball 2. Here's the 2-0. And that's going to be lined right there. And they'll get him out at second. And that will end the inning. Only 1 hit in the inning, but it comes nothing of it. Bottom of the third coming up and no score. Mission center fielder Billy Richter will start the bottom of the home third inning. And we are ready to go here for this one. And that's going to be lined right there. And he misses it. Oh, my goodness. And we got to look at an instant replay. I don't know how that happened, but good grief. Oh, so he wasn't too high enough. And that will be another hit in the San Antonio hit column. And that'll be a sweeping curveball. Now the count 1 ball, no strikes. And as you recall, the pitch count for Arkansas just climbs the ladder. Bottom of the third now, 40 pitches so far. Brayman from the state of Georgia, out here in San Antonio, pitching for the Arkansas Travelers. And that will miss also. Ball 3, and on deck, Felipe Rodriguez. Beautiful Friday night as we will wrap up a 3-game series against Arkansas. And that will be a series finale on Sunday afternoon, beginning our 4:05 game. Gates open at 3. So after that, the Missions on the road. They will play the Rough Riders for 4. And then they'll go to Corpus Christi for 3. And back home on Tuesday night, September 1st, taking on Midland. So Rockhounds for 4 and Hooks for 3. And that will do it for 2015. Here's a 3-2 full count. And oh my goodness, here's one. And no throw. He'll make it in safely as they will get the force out on the play at second. And Finch will be up there. And Felipe Rodriguez, the first baseman, will be coming up for the Missions. And we are ready to go, and they're going to pitch out here, but nothing doing, and that is ball 1. Here's the 1-0, and that two-seam fastball will miss inside. And now the count now 1-1. J.J. Brayman now at 46 pitches for Arkansas. 1-1. And he'll pitch out again, but nothing doing. Ball 2. Here's the 2-1. And that's way too high. A sweeping curve. And on deck now, Edgar Armas. Three and 1. Line drive right there, base hit in the left. And that's a nice line drive, clean base hit. And that's really good. Arkansas Travelers, AA affiliate. The correction. I was going to say the San Diego Padres, but they're not affiliated to that. Missions right fielder Edgar Aramis. Single in the first, 1 for 1. Arkansas Travelers AA affiliate, the Seattle Mariners. San Antonio Missions AA affiliate, the San Diego Padres. You gotta say Travelers and Missions. Seattle and San Diego affiliations. And that's going to be lined right there. Base hit. And that will reload up bases here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So it's 1 hit, 1 hit, 1 hit, base hit, and another base hit. And gotta say, it's one after another. Bases loaded and a grand slam opportunity. And that is going to be, oh my goodness. And here comes the runner. And they'll get him at the plate. And they will team up and gun him down right there. And that will end the 3rd inning. Top of the 4th, Arkansas coming up to bat. Arkansas designated hitter Sergio Valentine will start the top half of the 4th inning. And we are scoreless through this game as of we were yesterday against Northwest Arkansas. And we just kept on getting tied up, and they just finally beat the snot out of us. I was going to say beat the shiznit out of you, but I will probably say that. Beat the crap out of you one way or another. And apparently Northwest Arkansas won a series finale of the year against San Antonio. And now tonight they are pretty much going at Corpus Christi. And that's going to be lined right there. And left fielder getting this one for the first out of the inning. And Ferguson makes that catch for the first out. And I'll bring up the Arkansas left fielder, Johnny Combs. Combs coming in. Now here's the pitch. And that changeup is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that one is a 4-seam fastball, 1-1. Now we got the Arkansas Travelers, the AA affiliate, the Seattle Mariners, Missions, the San Antonio Missions, be the AA of San Diego. And that's going to be lined right there, and that is gone. And Johnny Combs delivers a solo home run. And Arkansas on the board first. And they are up 1-0 here in the top half of the fourth.
Now batting, first baseman.
And I'll bring up the first baseman, Keith Ogle for Arkansas. Fly out in the second, 0 for 1. Now 45 pitches so far through San Antonio pitching. That's going to be lined right there. Center fielder Billy Richter. Get under this one for the second out of the inning as he will run this one down. And that's where he stays, out in center. Arkansas right fielder Keith Roman comes up now, and we're ready to go here in this one. 4-seam fastball, now in the count, 0-1 to Roman. Oh and 1. And that's going to be fouled off as quickly down 0-2 as that one will go in right in foul grounds. And that ball goes foul. And now here is the 0-2. And that's going to be a base hit right there. And he's going to take a tumble. And they're going to get in there with a 2-out double. And Roman goes at second. A good thing he didn't miss that ball. That would have been a 2-out triple if he did. Change up now in the count, 0-1. Arkansas center fielder Tony Casto grounded out in the second inning, 0 for 1 here tonight for the Travelers. And 4-seam fastball will miss. And now the count now 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And that's going to be right there. Jump throw, and they will get him right there. And that's a perfect play as that will end the top half of the fourth. And Arkansas gets 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. And they leave nobody on bases. And bottom of the fourth we go. 1-0 Arkansas.
Leading off the fourth inning,
Mission's third baseman Roger Serrano will start the bottom of the fourth inning. And they're looking to get this game tied. And pretty much San Antonio looking to put some balls out there and get back into this game. And now here is the pitch. Swing and a miss on a two-seam fastball. Now the count 0-2. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that will be out number one. And gotta say, Brayman will get that strikeout. And I'll bring up the Mission's left fielder, Howard Ferguson. And that is going to be lined right there, and that will go foul. And that will go right into the fence. 1-0 our score. Arkansas leads it. Here's the pitch. And that's down low in the dirt. And that is ball one. So 1-1. Here's a 1-1. And that's down low on the sweeping curve. Now the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1, here it is. And that's going to be line drive. That's going to be trouble right there. And he's around first, headed for second, and he wants 3. And the relay, and not in time, as he will be in there with a 1-out triple. So the tying run at third. And what a beauty. Just look at that ball. This instant replay by courtesy of Taco Bell. And that right there, beautiful. I will say it. And now here's the next batter. He takes a slider. Second baseman Kenny McClendon, who took a grand slam against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And they got a butt whipping. And I will say it right there, it was pretty hilarious how they actually just stood there and watched that ball get slammed out of the yard. And that's going to be fair. And there we go. Another base hit that will tie up the ball game. And now Arkansas and San Antonio tied even at 1 apiece. And you got to say, that was a line drive in left. And that was a fair ball. That was well inside the chalk line, I will say it. And now here's the pitch. And there's another base hit. And he's running for it. And tack on another one as the Missions get on. And now the score is 2-1 now. And now bring up Mission center fielder Billy Richter. Looking to keep this going at bat. And a two-seam fastball will miss outside ball one. Single in the third for Richter, 1 for 2 tonight. Gotta say, the sun goes down on this beautiful Friday night. Arkansas and San Antonio. Battle of bullpens, I will say it right there. Here's a 1-1. And that's going to be well crushed. And where would this go? And that right there will be on the warning track in right field. And that will be caught for the second out of the inning. And I thought that was enough to get out of here, but I will stand corrected. Mission's shortstop, Rodney FINCH, Base runner at first, and still looking for more runs here. Here's the pitch. And that will be lined foul, and gotta say that will go foul. And now here's the 0-1. And that slider outside, 1-1. Base runner at first, 2 out, 2-1 our score. As the Missions is leading this game. And looking to continue this here. Swing and a miss, a slider. And that will be the inning right there. 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors. Top of the 5th coming up. San Antonio out in front, 2-1. Arkansas catcher David Freitas will step up into the box now to start the top half of the 5th inning. And gotta say, here we go with inning number 5, as that curveball will be in there for a strike, 0-1. .53 pitches so far for Cliff Carnets. Here's 54. And now a 4-seam fastball will miss inside the zone, 0-2. 0-2 delivery. Here it is. And that's going to be line drive right there and right. And Armas will take this one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Time to call on to the pitch speed comparison, and you got to see Cliff Carnet's 93-mile-an-hour fastball against J.J. Brayman from Arkansas, 91. So 2-mile-hour differential here, 93 over 91. Arkansas third baseman Bob Ortiz coming up to the plate now. 1 away here in the top half of the 5th inning. Travelers up to bat, and that changeup will be in there, 0-1. So Carnet's getting pretty tired. And pretty soon it'll be time for him to be removed out of this game. 15 balls, 42 strikes, 57 so far for Cliff Carnets to be in this one. And that's going to be a 4-seam fastball, and that will be fouled off. And that will land foul. And now the count 0-2. 0-2 to Carnets. And 4-seam fastball misses outside, ball 1. Here's a 1-2 delivery. And the curveball misses, ball 2. And now he's going to throw that ball right there, and he's going to get a brand new one. Just to get a good grip on it. And that's going to be fouled off. Still holding on at 2-2. 2-2. Here it is. And that's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And on deck, Jason Ramirez for Arkansas. And time's going to be called here as we get a pitching manager coming out and visiting with his starting pitcher. And that will do it for the starter here tonight. Lewis McCoy will take the mound to replace Cliff Carnets. And gotta say, this guy did absolute beautiful. He was amazing on the mound. And gotta say, he is in line for the W if he could get in here this evening. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a slider. First punch out. And that will do it. 2 away. So right out of the bullpen, swings and misses. And gotta say, that was a lucky shot right there. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled off, and now the count 0-1. Arkansas second baseman Jason Ramirez was a single in the third, 1 for 1. And now here's the 0-1. And that's going to be fouled off now, quickly down 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And that's going to be line drive right there. Richter under this one in center. And he'll make the catch out there in left center for the final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Missions up front 2-1. Missions first baseman Felipe Rodriguez, single and third, 1 for 2. And we are ready to go here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And here is the pitch. And the slider will miss outside, ball 1. Righties Culver and Armstrong warm up in the Travelers bullpen. And they are ready to go here this evening. And that two-seam fastball will miss outside, ball 2. And that sweeping curveball. Now the count now 2-1. Two and 1. Down low in the dirt, ball 3. Edgar Armas awaits on the on-deck circle. And got to say, ready to go here. And that right there loads up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And now here's the 3-2. And that's going to be line drive right there. Is that going to land? That's not going to land. That's going to be a base hit. And oh my goodness gracious, he's going to run. And he will make it in there on a no-out triple. And my goodness gracious me, what a play right there. And now another run is 90 feet away from scoring. And I will say it right there, that was just beautiful. And a two-seam fastball, now the count 0-1. Mission's right fielder Edgar Armas was 2 singles, 2 for 2. And just absolute fire for this Mission's defense here tonight. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, sweeping curve. Now the count now 0-2. And that will miss outside for a two-seam fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Here's a 1-2. And that will miss outside. Ball 2. Count now 2-2. Here's the 2-2 coming up. Swing and a miss on a two-seam fastball, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter, Robbie Hunt.
And now bring up Robbie Hunt up to the plate now. And that'll be a two-seam fastball at the knees for a called strike one to the mission's designated hitter, Robbie Hunt. Swing and a miss on a two-seam fastball. Now the count now 0-2. Runner at third after a no-out triple. And that will be a slider. And there's two away now, and that base runner still holds on at third. And Brayman gets the strikeout right there. And now bring in Mission's third baseman, Roger Serrano. And he's looking to drive in that run from third home, so he won't leave him stranded. And there we go. That'll be a base hit in our right field, and Missions will get another run on the board and make it 3-1 now. So I gotta say just how beautiful that is. That's just darn right perfect right there. And that's going to be a two-seam fastball with swing and miss to the left fielder for the Missions, Howard Ferguson. And that changeup will miss outside, ball one. Here's a 1-1. And that two-seam fastball is in there. Now the count now 1 ball. Here's a 1-2, and that will miss outside slider. And they'll even things up at 2-2. And look out, that sweeping curve nearly got him, and that's ball 3, full count now. And on deck, Kenny McClendon. McClendon was a Grand Slam type guy. And that's going to be well crushed. And there goes another one, and that is over the wall for a ground rule double. And what a beautiful hit. And that one was well out of here. And then they'll bring up a pitching change here. Mitchell Hovis. Second and third now with 2 outs in this one. Swing and a miss, four-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. Mission second baseman Kenny McClendon was a double RBI run and 1 for 3 here tonight. And here's the pitch. And that is a four-seam fastball at the knees, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And that's going to be well popped up, chasing after it, the first baseman. And he will make the catch out there, and that will end the inning. So, 2 runs and a few base hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 6th inning. And that will bring up Arkansas shortstop Arnold Suzuki to lead it off. Well, I will say 1 run on a few base hits, no errors. So I stand corrected on all of that. My deepest apologies for that little screw-up I've made. And that's going to be line foul. Now the count now 1-1. Top of the 6th, 3-1 our scores. San Antonio out in front by 3-1. So gotta say that right there, pretty good. And Missions look to get this one going. That's gonna be rolled right there. Can they get him? Yes, they will. That's the first out of the inning. So San Antonio has a pretty good chance of getting a win here tonight. Let's pray and hope. Now bring up the Arkansas designated hitter, Sergio Valentine. Yes, pardon me, guys. I got the little sniffles. Think it's about time for the allergy season. And now here's the pitch. Four-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. Now managers from the Arkansas Travelers looking at their batter, Valentine. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to be well popped up right there, not far from the plate. And the catcher brings that one for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 31, Johnny Combs.
Arkansas left fielder Johnny Combs was a solo home run in the fourth inning. Now here's the pitch to him, and that'll be a four-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. Top of the sixth, 3-1 our score in San Antonio's favor.
Inside, ball one.
And that'll be a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And that slider is outside. Now the count now 2-1. Here's 2-1. And that's going to be chopped foul at the plate. And that will be 2-2. And now here is the 2-2. And that's going to be popped up near third. And the third baseman waits on it. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the sixth coming up. San Antonio out in front 3-1. Missions catcher Chad Taylor. Single RBI, 1 for 3 here tonight. And we're ready for the bottom of the sixth inning. And a four-seam fastball underway. Bottom of the sixth is that's taken for a strike. Culver and Torero, righties in the Travelers bullpen, warming up on their pitches. Here's the pitch. Four-seam fastball. Now the count 1-1. And that slider will miss outside, ball 2. Here's the 2-1. And that's going to be popped up near right field. And that will be brought out for the first out of the inning.
The batter, center fielder, Billy Richter.
And now bring in Billy Richter up to the plate now. And that's going to be chopped foul. Now the count now 0-1. And that slider misses, 1-1. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, four-seam fastball, and that was way too late. And now the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful Friday night underway. First of 3 games against Arkansas. And the last ever 3 against these 2 ball clubs of 2015. Here's the pitch. And that's a curveball, swing and a miss. And that will be 2 outs. here in the bottom of the 6th.
The batter, the shortstop, Rodney FINCH.
And now it'll be Ronnie Finch coming up here. And now here is the pitch to him. And that's right up the middle. And they will get him out evidently, and that will be the side retired. We go to the top of the 7th. And we are still at 3-1 San Antonio lead. Back here for Texas League Baseball on this Friday night. And we're about ready to start the top half of the 7th for Arkansas. As we have your line look here, 3-1, San Antonio leading this ball game. And we're ready for the 7th. Here comes Arkansas first baseman Keith Ogle. And we are ready to go. And here is the pitch from McCoy. And that's going to be a running fastball. Now the count 0-1. Here is the 0-1. And that's going to be a four-seam fastball. Fouled off right there. And now here is the 0-2. And that's going to be fouled off it again. Goodness gracious me. Here is the 0-2. And that four-seam fastball, he's still holding on at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, here it is. And that's going to be a four-seam fastball, still hanging with it. Another 1-2. And still hanging on. 1-2. Up top slider, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And that's going to be fouled off. And he's just still hanging on tight. And he is just going to keep on battling. And that is strike 3 called. Ogle goes down and loses the battle. And he is the first out of the inning.
The batter, right fielder, Keith Roman.
And now bring in the Arkansas right fielder, Keith Roman. Up to the plate now. And now here is the pitch. And that's a four-seam fastball at the knees, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that's going to be line foul. And that'd be 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And that's going to be a four-seam fastball, swung on and miss. And I did say a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And got to say, McCoy is the master of throwing that. And right back to the mound. They'll get him out for the second out of the inning. And got to say, that right there. And now bring in Arkansas center fielder Tony Casto. And here is the pitch. And that's a four-seam fastball, and that will be outside. Now the count now 1-0. Here is the 1-0 delivery. And did he go? Appeal down to third, no swing, and that is ball 2. Now here is the pitch. And that's going to be popped right there near third. And they will race it out right there at first. And that will be the inning. Well, it's time for your 7th inning stretch here. Get up a stretch. Missions are out front 3-1. Missions first baseman Felipe Rodriguez was a triple single and a run. And he was 2 for 3 here tonight. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. Chasing after it, the left fielder makes the catch, 1 down. And we start the bottom of the 7th inning. And now bring in the Missions right fielder, Edgar Armas. Up to the plate now. And now here is the pitch. And that's a 4-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. Here's the pitch. Slider outside, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Down low, 4-seam fastball. Now the count now 2-1. 1 man out, nobody on. 3-1 our score. Bottom of the home 7th for San Antonio. Now the count now 2-2. And that's going to be a 3-2 full count now. And on deck, Robbie Hunt. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss on a slider, and that is the 2nd out of the inning. So Hovis gets the strikeout, and he's lucky to get that one. Well, the 2nd out of the inning. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a 2-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. Missions designated hitter Robbie Hunt up to the plate now. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be popped up right there. Chasing after is the right fielder. And that will do it. The inning is over. Arkansas catcher David Freitas will start the top half of the 8th inning for the Arkansas Travelers here tonight. And McCoy just on cruise control here tonight. And looking to keep this game going and try to preserve the W here tonight. Here is the 1-0 delivery. 4-seam fastball. Now the count now 2-0. 3-1 our score in the top half of the visitor 8th for the Arkansas Travelers. And now the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. I got to say that was pretty good right there. Here's the 2-1. And that's going to be lined right there. Chasing after it's the left fielder. And Ferguson will make the catch out there. And that will do it. 1 away. Starter comparison is the guy on the right hand of your screen, Cliff Carnitz, did a pretty good, exceptional job. And got to say, both of these starters are now out of the ball game, and they're in resting mode. And a four-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And that's going to be line right there. Foul ball and left. And that will go foul for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. And that's a strike 3 called, and Ortiz is ticked off mad. And he's just talking to the home plate umpire. And boy howdy, he better go to that bullpen before he really gets in serious doo-doo here. Because he will be getting ejected, and don't want that happening for you. Now here's the pitch, and that'll be a four-seam fastball to the Arkansas second baseman, Jason Ramirez. And now here's the 0-1. And that's going to be line drive right there. Left fielder Ferguson will get this one, and that will end the top half of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Missions out in front, 3-1. Missions third baseman Roger Serrano had a single and RBI. 1 for 2 here tonight. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and near the home plate area. And the Arkansas catcher, David Freitas, will take this one in for the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Now bring in Missions left fielder Howard Ferguson. He was a triple-double run, 2 for 2 here tonight. And gotta say, this man for San Antonio, just the best of the best. He's a fastball hitter. And I gotta say, he looks for that all the time in ball games. And that'll be line foul, and that'll be even things up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that's going to be chopped foul right there, and that will go foul in left. Here's a 1-2. Down low, four-seam fastball, and the count 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And did he go? No, he didn't. Circle change gets him out in front. 3-2. 3-2 delivery. And that's a swing and a miss on the curveball. And that will be out number 2 for the bottom of the 8th inning. Now bring in the Missions second baseman Kenny McClendon. And that is going to be a four-seam fastball in there, 0-1. And that circle change going to be outside, 1-1. Hova's doing pretty good here tonight. But evidently, if the Missions win tonight, then he may be the losing pitcher, but we'll find out and wait and see what happens. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Missions up 3-1. And that'll be a 3-1 full count. Chad Taylor on deck for San Antonio. Here's the 3-1. Down low, ball 4, and you got a base runner on. And time is going to be called here as the manager just yelling like a complete donkey. And he better pipe down before he gets in serious crap, I will tell you that from this point forward. Missions catcher Chad Taylor up to the plate now with a 2 outs and a base runner at first. And here is the pitch. And it's going to be fouled off. Now the count now 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to drill him. And right there. And now you got first and second now and 2 away. And Hovis made that decision. And goodness gracious. Mission center fielder Billy Richter single in the third, 1 for 4. First to second, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 3-1 or score. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be popped up near third base. Third baseman has this one, and that will end the inning. Well, we had a couple of walks, but no damage. We go to the top of the 9th. San Antonio is up front 3-1. Arkansas shortstop Arnold Suzuki will start the top half of the 9th inning. And they're down 3 outs in this one. Fourth seam fastball, now the count 0-1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And that's going to be right there. And that's going to be a base hit in the right center field. And got to say that right there.
The batter, number 34.
He gets that one. And there is no outs. Arkansas designated hitter Sergio Valentine up to the plate now. A ground ball will get 2 outs. And the Missions will get ready and get a W here tonight on this Friday night against Arkansas. Slider now the count 0-2 at the knees. Oh, and 2. Swing and a miss on the 4-seam fastball, and that's the first out here in the top of the 9th.
The left fielder, number 31, Johnny Combs.
And now bring up Johnny Combs. Here's the pitch. And that's a 4-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. Combs is a solo home runner in the 4th inning. And that is for the Arkansas left fielder. And that's going to be a changeup. Now the count 0-2. And now here's the 0-2. And that's going to be one right there. 3-6 for double play. And that will end the inning. And also the ball game included. Batteries not included for this one. I'm just kidding. 3-1, the final score of this game. The San Antonio Missions pick up the W. And now the Missions have the final 2 games against Arkansas beginning tomorrow night as we play Saturday night baseball. And gotta say, Missions got the 3-1 win. And we will be right back here on the show.
Final line score, first for the victorious Mission. 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Travelers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
And so tonight's first game of this 3-game series will wrap up. The San Antonio Missions winning this one here tonight. Let's go over your final line scores. First, for the victorious San Antonio Missions, 3 runs on 11 hits, no errors. For the Arkansas Travelers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Losing pitcher will go to J.J. Brayman, and winning pitcher goes to Lewis McCoy as he takes the win for San Antonio. Winning pitcher, or actually should I say player of the game, will go to Luis McCoy. I gotta say he did pretty good. Winning pitcher is Luis McCoy in this one. Well, as we wrap this game up here tonight, hope everybody has had a great and awesome game. And hope everybody comes out tomorrow, because we will have more baseball before we head to Frisco for our last 4 games of the year. Then we go to Corpus Christi for 3 games, and then we are back home for the last 7 of the regular season. Well, this will just about do it for Missions Baseball. Final 3-1 our score. And that will do it here for us tonight. So, have a good night, everybody, from San Antonio, Texas.